Fox News alert, the judge denied Diddy's appeal to get out on bail after the music mogul and Democrat community organizer was charged with sex trafficking and racketeering for forcing women into freak-off sex parties with male prostitutes that he recorded, then keeping them quiet through violence and blackmail. The feds say the investigation's still ongoing, and Diddy's a flight risk who's tampered with witnesses before and could do it again if he's free. Diddy offered $50 million and promised not to have any women over his house if they let him out, but the judge didn't budge. So Diddy's spending his days in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, New York's most notorious jail. It's known for its barbaric conditions, stabbings, murders, suicides, blackouts, and lockdowns. For dinner, Diddy can eat turkey with boiled potatoes and beets. Sources tell TMZ Diddy's being isolated from General Pop because some inmates maybe see taking him out as a badge of honor. He'll get 1 hour of rec time a day and 3 showers a week, and has to wake up at 6 a.m. to make his bed and mop his cell floor. A few celebrities have spent time here: R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell, and our good friend Minnie Madoff. Diddy's lawyer says they're going to fight until the end, but the government's case looks rock solid. The prosecution has a mountain of evidence against them that they have from basically 300 grand jury subpoenas. The feds have materials from banks, tech companies, airlines, hotels, escort services, even Diddy's wealth management firm. They also have the testimony from dozens of witnesses and victims and evidence from Diddy's own electronic devices. The prosecution says they corroborated testimony about Diddy's freak-offs using travel records, payment records, and the videos. Diddy's alleged crimes go back years. In 2011, he kidnapped somebody at knife point and gunpoint so that he could break into a different person's house. 2 weeks later, someone in Diddy's crew found the victim's car, sliced open the convertible top, then dropped in a Molotov cocktail. Diddy's been running wild for at least 15 years, but he might not be able to slip out of this one. And he's only the first domino to fall.
If he gets racketeering and sex trafficking for freak-offs, it will be others involved.
Yes.
Like if you ever ran a train with Diddy, you're probably going to jail.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying, that, you know, that's possibly on those cameras because he had cameras in the crib. So people are thinking that maybe there'll be other people involved.
If you ever been butt naked anywhere with Diddy or half butt naked with Diddy and there was some women around or some men around that he told you were part of the party, you're probably going to jail.
Immediately after Diddy was charged, we started seeing record executives resign and retire. We're not saying it's all connected, but the timing's interesting. Stacey Richmond's a music industry attorney. Do you think it's a coincidence that some of these record label executives started retiring?
I don't know that it's a coincidence. I think that the evidence will reveal people who have concerns. So we don't really have those answers yet. Clearly, it may be an indication of concern, or maybe just time to move on to greener pastures.
Will Diddy rat people out?
That is a personal decision for any individual. And the question of ratting out, I think in the government's eye, he's the top of the iceberg. Now, the next question is, what does he know about others who may have participated with him, like the gentleman just said a few minutes ago? What's on those videos?
So if he spills the beans and says this record label executive financed these parties, this guy did this guy did that, would that maybe reduce the time he spends in prison?
It's a conceptual possibility. What you're talking about is something known as a 5K1. That would mean that he was cooperating. The government valued that cooperation, and they issued a letter, which would be a signal to the judge, give him a lower sentence, because unlike state systems, the prosecutor doesn't decide how much time the individual gets, the judge does.
Right, and he's looking at 15 to life. Have you spent time in this jail? This place does not look very nice.
It is not very nice. I've spent so much time in this jail that, God forbid anything happens to me, I think I get time served. I've been there many times. It is not a pleasant place, and many judges now, for lesser crimes, are refusing to send defendants there. And one thing you should be looking out for that was signaled today, the defense team, who are excellent, by the way, they will be making an application, as they started to today, to move him from MDC, the Metropolitan Detention Center, where he currently sits, to Essex County Jail. There's another possibility. They could also move him to Valhalla, which also is Westchester County Correctional Facility that also houses federal inmates.
You've had very wealthy clients serve time here.
Yes.
What's that like as a shock to the system to then go from this level to mopping your floor at 6 a.m. and eating turkey?
Well, like Icarus, you're flying by the sun, your wings melt, and now you're in a place that to you is an abysmal hell.
Why do 80% of celebrities end up in jail? Is it the pressure of the limelight, the constant scrutiny, or just plain bad luck? Because of scandalous secrets and colossal mistakes. The allure of fame often comes with a dark side, and many can't resist the temptations that lead them astray. Diddy, the king of the music world, is now trapped in the belly of New York's most notorious jail. This isn't just any jail. It's a place that has housed some of the most infamous criminals in history, a place known for its barbaric conditions where even the toughest blokes shudder. The walls echo with stories of despair and survival, and now Diddy is part of that grim narrative. And get this, he's been slapped with over 300 grand jury subpoenas. That's right, 300. Each one a potential nail in the coffin of his freedom. You couldn't make this up if you tried. It's like a plot straight out of a Hollywood thriller, but for Diddy, it's all too real. So, what's got him locked up tighter than a drum, you ask? What could possibly bring down a titan of the music industry? Well, let's just say his past has come back to haunt him. Years of living on the edge, making risky decisions and associating with the wrong crowd have finally caught up. From sketchy deals to questionable friendships, Diddy's got a rap sheet longer than your auntie's knitting, and he's not alone. Many of his associates are also under the microscope, facing their own legal battles. Nope, the grand jury's been busy, and they're dragging down names faster than you can say innocent until proven guilty. It's a sweeping investigation that shows no signs of slowing down. Ever wondered what life's like in this hellhole? It's a far cry from the luxury and comfort Diddy is used to. Picture this: cramped cells, dodgy food, and a lack of basic human decency. The daily grind is a test of endurance, both mentally and physically. It's a real-life nightmare, and Diddy's smack dab in the middle of it. The stark contrast between his former life and his current reality is staggering. Now you might be thinking, he's a celeb. He'll find a way out. After all, money and influence have a way of bending the rules. But with 300 plus subpoenas, even Diddy's charm and cash might not cut it this time. The legal system is relentless, and the evidence is mounting. So what's the takeaway here? It's a stark reminder that no one, not even the rich and famous, can escape the long arm of the law. The justice system doesn't discriminate, and when it comes for you, there's no hiding. Diddy's case is a high-profile example of this truth. Stay tuned, because this saga is just getting started. The courtroom battles, the media frenzy, and the public's fascination are all set to intensify. Will Diddy rise from the ashes or crumble under the weight of his past? Only time will tell. His journey from here will be a testament to his resilience and character. Remember, this is a man who has overcome obstacles before, who has risen to the top against all odds. But this time, the stakes are higher than ever. The legal battles ahead will be grueling, and the world will be watching every step of the way. Diddy's fate hangs in the balance, and the outcome is anyone's guess. In the end, it's a story of redemption, of facing one's demons, and of the relentless pursuit of justice. Whether Diddy emerges victorious or defeated, his story will be one for the ages. So stay tuned, because this is one story you won't want to miss. The saga of Diddy in NYC's notorious jail is far from over.